Hello fashion lovers, today we are making this trending bubu. Alright, welcome to my channel. So if you have not subscribed, do subscribe. Let's make this trending bubu together. This is the fabric I'll be using for the trending bubu stylish gown. Alright, now this is 3 yards, so let's make sure it is 3 yards. So a client of mine reached out, said make this dress for me now, as I love money, I said yes, so I got you. So that is it. Now this is 3 yards. Okay, what I just did is fold it into 4. She said she wants scarf out of it, head tie out of it, so I've taken out the head tie part of it already. So this is remaining 3 yards, completely 3 yards. All right, so I folded it into 4. Now this is a bubu. Okay, it's just cut the neck. All right, so on the neck I did 3 by 3, 3 inches width, 3 inches, 3.5 inches width, and the down part of it I went for 1.5. The back, all right, this is it. Okay, 1.5. Then I now cut and slanted. Okay, didn't know the video was not capturing when I did all that. Okay, but I got you guys. So that is just what I've done so far. Remember, I folded into 4. I marked 3.5 inches neck width. Then I cut my neck depth for the back. Now for the front, I'm going for completely 3. You know, the neck depth remains, the neck width remains the same, but the neck depth increases. So I've taken out one part. It is the front that I want to cut now. What I need to do right now is deepen it by 3 inches. So you see that is my neck. Okay, the front of this dress, you know, it's turtleneck. Okay, this is turtleneck dress. So it is neck width. She says she doesn't want it choking, and this fabric is not stretchy. So I went for 3.5 by 3 inches depth in the front. The back I did 1.5. Okay, that is basically what I've done so far. Then the shoulder is slanted. I slanted it by 1.5. You can slant or not, it's matter of choice. You can choose not to slant. Okay, it's not compulsory you slant it. So before we continue, all right, let me just pin everywhere, make sure it is well placed. Now this is silky crepe, do I call it? This is crepe kind of body, front flowered silk. All right, this is flowered silk, and it is so light. Not just that, it is slippery kind of, if you don't hold it down, it gives you. So I'm holding it down now. I marked 12. All right, now because of the way this fabric is, I'll just cut. You see what I did? Okay, this is my sleeve that I left there. Then I'll just curve it the way we cut our bubu. All right, now I've already slanted 1.5. all right, yours can be 10, can be 9, but have it in mind, it cannot be tight. It is bubu. All right, the sleeve part, that is the part where the hand, your hand will pass through. That is the sleeve part. Cannot be tight because it's bubu, so it has to be free as possible. Okay, so that is basically what I'm doing. I'm cutting straight down. I just took out some few inches, about 5 inches straight down. Now this trending or style is bubu, like it gives you that freeness. All right, now the fitness at the front, there will be inner belt or inner rope where you use to tie the waist to give you that snatching, that firmness you're looking for. So that is it. All right, but every other part of that bubu is free. Just the snatching of the front, you already know the hidden rope under. All right, so basically this is it. Okay, so what next? Having cut this, what next? I think this is one of the easiest bubu anyway. Yeah, very easy. You can easily sew this. All right, it's very easy to sew. The stress is less. So what next to do is I need to open up this part that is not open. Then we'll join the shoulder, join the two shoulders. That is the first thing to do. Join the two shoulders straight down. All right, you join the two shoulders straight down. When you do that, you can see how it is. Okay, now will be button on this dress, but first I'll need to join the shoulder. See where I'm holding? That is where you hold and sew. All right, okay, you equally join the other part of the shoulder. Now I have sewn it. This is it. Now, because it's a turtleneck, all right, and I don't want a situation where it will be difficult to wear. The fabric is not stretchy. There must be a button allowance. There must be an opening at the back. So I'm giving it that opening at the back. Okay, so I'll just come to the center. All right, the back. All right, I'll come at the center and open it up. Use bias to finish it up. Okay, now you can measure so you get your center. You can see we have 7. Remember I told you 3.5. So I just need to determine where my 3.5 is. Then I'll cut through. Now what I'm making is making provision for the button. Yes, that is what I just did right now. Okay, and it will be finished with bias. All right, you can decide to use facing, but for this particular dress I'm going for bias to do the finishing of the dress, of the neck, before talking of cutting the turtleneck band. All right, that will be sewn on the neck. So basically, then while on that, I will equally join the side. You can see this side, I will have to sew down. All right, I will have to sew down, hold the two of them together and sew. Having done that, guys, this is how it looks. Okay, now this is the shoulder, the side. I equally weaved because this kind of dress, you don't even need to size it. It fits. Okay, with the inner belt, it always snatches. So there is weaving. I've weaved it already. Then this is the neck, the button allowance. You can see how I did that. Let me put it where so you see. You can see the opening. I use bias to finish it. That is it. You can see that. So very easy. The band can go easily and the person can easily wear clothes. So our button allowance is ready. Every other thing is ready. What is left? Measure the roundness of your neckline. Your neck, the neck. We are to measure it round to see the length of the band to be added. I have about 18 here. 18, 19 in total. The width of the neck, the width of the turtleneck, we have 19, but when cutting, definitely you must make provisions. So we'll be cutting about 21, 22 or thereabout. Okay, not exactly 19 because you need sewing allowance, and equally because the pattern I'm going for, there will be a button. you know, it will lap at the end. Okay, so that is why. So I'll be using this for my band, my turtleneck. I'll be sewing each part, the edges. Now you can see I've sewn here, all here free, sewed here and here. So all I need to do, you can see where I'm turning it, you see the part that is sewn and the part that is free. So that is it. Now this is the band I'll be using for the turtleneck. Okay, next thing right now is to join it to the body of the dress. Okay, you can hold it down. When you hold it down, it becomes more easy to sew. So guys, you can see it perfectly well. So I'll get the center. Now I folded into two, got the center, which is the front, the center of the front. I'll do the same to the neck of the dress, get the center too, then place. That cutting is just a tiny cut to indicate my center. So I'll place them together, get pin and hold it down. So I'll pin it all around in order to be able to sew it on the machine easily, smoothly. So I'm still pinning. I just want to make sure it goes round. All right, now I have sewn it. Now it is time we determine our opening. Okay, so guys, that is it. So I'm trying to get the point where we are to cut. Okay, that is where I'm getting. This is the front, and what I did is the front is what I folded into two. Like I chose the front part and placed it this way. Now I'm trying to determine where my cutting will end. Now this thing comes in, the opening on the front comes in different ways. Some are so obvious. but this person wants it that way, but not too obvious, like not completely open, so the opening will not be deep too long. So if yours will get to the waistline, you measure where your waist is. If it's half length 16, 18, you stop there, open the remaining parts. All right. So basically I'm determining where to do this. This person is bust 40, hip 44. Having a bust 40, all right, I can decide to decide the opening is not by the front, is not at the center front, is by the side. So it is completely out of the front already. So I'm shifting it to the back, to the side to open. You can see where I'm cutting through. Now I did not do nipple to do this cutting because I want it completely at the side. All right, according to, now you see the length of mine. Now I want to give it a curve. That is what I just did now. I opened it again. Now if I want it more open, like obviously open, I'll cut out more. You can see what I took out. So whatever you decide. Now this, the length of my cutting, to some it will be too small. All right, now I'll still curve it just like I showed you. There will still be a curve at the down, so watch me while I do that. You can see what I did. That is the curve. Okay, the same thing with the other side. I will equally curve. All right. So guys, if you have any question, drop it on the comment section. I am waiting for your questions, guys. Drop your questions on the comment section. I will attend to it ASAP. So that is it. Let me take out the pin I used to hold it down so it doesn't move. Now what next? I need to go and finish this up. I can weave it, then start folding it or double fold. All right, then secondly, there will be a base for the strings. Okay, there will be a base for the rope. There will be a base for it, so I will equally sew the rope on it, sew the base. All right, finish it, sew the base. Let's do that first. Let's go for the folding. So you can see I've sewn it. Okay, I have folded all through down. Now what next is our base for the rope, for the string. We need a base. Now what I'm trying to do is get the length where I want that base to stop. That is what I'm trying to do. I need to determine that part. Now I want it to stop at the waist. Yes, I want it to stop at the waist. So I'm trying to get the half length. Okay. That is what I'm trying to do. When I get the half length, then I'll place it. Now I'll use pin to determine it. Before placing my base. So I'm trying to make indicate where it will start and where it will stop. Now that is my base, right? What I'll be using for the drawstrings. Okay, so first I've indicated where it will be, which is my half length. All right, so I'll just place this. All right, what I did is get the fabric. This is about 3 inches. I folded every part of it. Okay, and then you weave. I weaved, or you can sew, whichever one. So I weaved it. Now I'll place it. It should not exceed the line. It should not exceed the ending of the opening, rather. It should not exceed. Then this is it. So having this, I'll be sewing in total 3 lines, 3 straight lines. One at the edge, one in the middle, one in the other edge, 2 edge, one in the middle. Okay, 3 lines in total. So this is how it will be. I need to hold it down with pins very well. Now the rope will be passing through, so I'll be able to draw it. Okay, that is it. I'll use pin and hold it. I will use pin, hold it down. Okay. That is it. All right, so I'll just take it to the machine and sew. Remember what I said, guys. 3 straight lines, one at the middle, then each edge, one each edge. So the both edge will have 2 lines to be sewn on it at the edges and one at the middle. So I'll run a stitch on it for you to see. I think that you see it clearly when that is done. You see what I did? Those are the 3 lines to be sewn. So guys, I've sewn it. Okay, now I'm using safety pin to pass the rope under in between the lines. I told you I'll be sewing 3 lines. Now the one at the center separated the lines, so it gave each one its own space. So I'm passing this rope through from each end to the other. All right, now you can see how I'm drawing it. Hope you can see that. Now I'm using safety pin to do this. Passing the rope through. Now nothing much is left. The only thing left is to attach the rope that will serve as belt, okay, by the waistline, so it will give us that firmness. Do I say firmness? So it will give us that snatchy effect at the waistline, okay. But every other thing we are good to go. Okay, that is it. Then you just bring the two rope and draw it. When you draw it, you tight it. You keep drawing it, it keep going up. Then you tighten it there. Okay, so let me turn it so you see it perfectly well. You can see how it is, okay. You can keep drawing till you're satisfied. You want it so high, take it high. You want it middle, take it. It's just your choice, okay. So guys, this is how it looks on the dummy, okay. Now you can see the opening.
Okay.
Right? If the person walks, it gets open.
Because take care of yourself.
You can see
Natural
the snatching on the waist. This is dummy, not yet one. Alright. Now this is how it looks. So guys, if you have any question, drop it on the comment section.